Alright, so I didn't record an intro, but left work, full day of work, went to a pond, I don't know, about 6 I got there, I guess. Maybe a little earlier. No, it was like 6. But yeah, got to a pond, fished for a few hours, ran into a guy after I was there for quite a while. Actually, a couple guys showed up, and one of them said that, well, he recognized me and said that he watches the videos. So, what's up to you? Didn't catch your name. Sorry if I kind of seemed like a jerk or something. It's not like that. I don't know. I'm just always kind of off-put when people recognize me. It's kind of weird. It's awesome though, and I appreciate you guys watching. That's awesome. But yeah, so here we go. Get to it. There we go. Finally. Bring him in with a bunch of weeds. Stop. Feisty little. Well, just a little guy. Oh man, been struggling for a couple of hours. Little guy hit the 10-inch ribbon tail. It's something. I've tried everything for the last 2 hours. Switched to this. Been trying this for a while. Finally. Alright, so I really should be throwing this 10-inch worm on this rod, so rod swap. And spot swap. Sun's starting to go down, so let's see. I don't know what the hell just happened here. How the hell did you manage that, Walker? Alright, we are gonna move to the shadow area. Problem is, I have shadows into the water.
kind of trying to avoid that, but let's see what happens. Hopefully this bank here and stuff won't get into the water, and it does. Shoot. Oh, I just spooked like a big one. That sucks. What I was trying not to do, also what I'm trying not to. Whoa. There's that giant turtle. Holy crap, look at that. That's the closest I've ever got to him. Jesus. That is crazy. That is the biggest turtle I've ever seen in Colorado. My God. It's a going. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah. There's another one. It's another smaller one, but hey, something. The 10-inch REDBEARD doing the job. A couple of hours. I actually stayed a little later than what I showed you guys. I stayed until like 8:30 pretty much, and I was like just throwing a whopper plopper around that whole pond. I just wanted a summer evening topwater toad, man. And something just kept telling me, you're gonna catch a giant on this whopper plopper tonight, you're gonna catch a giant on this tonight, and it never happened. So I finally left. But what worked, and this is something that I used to use a lot in the summer, I used to swear by it until last year. I kind of got out of them and started like throwing Senkos more, and really didn't even throw them much last year. That is the 10-inch ribbon tail. This is the Gambler one. I also throw the BERKLEY Power Bait ones. They're a little different. BERKLEY Power Bait's a little thicker. This one seems to have more action when it's just sitting there in the water. But yeah, great summertime lure when those bass are lethargic, those hot days. You know, there's a lot of fishing pressure too in the summer and things like that, and it can be freaking hard. Great thing, 10-inch ribbon tail. But yeah, I was there for like an hour. I threw chatterbaits, swim baits, Senkos, even nothing. And then I was like, dude, go throw the ribbon tail. So I did, and yeah, you saw what happened. But just talk about them real quick, because I don't think a lot of people really fish them, and like they should. I don't think really people fish them correctly a lot of times. But here's how I fish them. Alright, yeah, they're good flipping and pitching, obviously. But best thing, okay, it's summertime, so weed edges, ledges, windblown banks, you know, where those bass are at, I actually, you know, stay off of them. Long casts, let it fall to the bottom, and just let it sit. And this is where you can kind of mess with it. You can let it sit for a few seconds, all the way up to a minute or two, maybe even, you know. But let it sit, and then all you're gonna do for a retrieve is just slowly pick your rod up and let that worm fall back down. Let it sit on the bottom again, slowly pick it up, let it fall back down. That's it. And like I said, you can mess around with how long it's sitting there. Sometimes I'll let it soak for 2 minutes or whatever, you know. So and usually I start off slower, like letting it sit for a while, and then, you know, but you can figure out where, you know, maybe find a pattern where the bass are gonna hit it. Or it could be like, you know, this time where, so I switched to the Berkley Power Worm. Actually, the first fish was on the Power Worm, the second one was on the Gambler. But so Berkley Power Worm, casted it out there, was letting it sit for a while, and he hit it like a Senko. All of a sudden line went tight, line just started moving, you know, didn't feel anything, just watch your line, saw it go tight, move, set the hook, there's the fish. So I figured, okay, they're going to want it sitting, so I did that for a long time. After that, never got another bite. So, but then finally I decided speed up, and so I was just letting it sit for a couple seconds, you know, 5 seconds or so. Slowly picking it up, letting it fall. And on the cast where the one hit it, it was like second pull up and letting it fall. On the fall, he freaking spanked it like it was a jig bite, like pum. And yep, there he was. So, you know, sometimes maybe it won't tell you that they're all gonna eat it that way or whatever. Every bass is different. But yeah, don't be afraid. Throw 10-inch ribbon tails. Gambler, Berkley Power Worm 10-inch ribbon tails are usually my two favorites. So check those out. Go with it. That's a good summertime tip for the difficult, warm summer days. Alrighty. See you guys soon.
Click on my logo in the upper left hand corner to subscribe. In the upper right hand corner is the last video I made. In the lower right hand corner there's a video I know you'll enjoy. And make sure to hit that like button down below as well.